How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Creative Process. As you know, my name is Jaden, and right next to me, I have Vampi. How are we doing today?
Good. Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, you too. And I've been so excited to finally get this interview done and all that sort of thing. I've been really looking forward to meeting you, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, welcome to my lair.
Oh yes, it's absolutely incredible. Like, I've been admiring all your things around here. It's been really great. And then you've got your friend behind you.
Yeah, this is Dusty.
Dusty?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing? You know, just
he doesn't
just
talk much.
Yeah, he's a bit of a silent one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's sort of just the silent mascot of the show.
Love it. Yeah, and I have seen him pop up a couple of times.
Yeah.
So, you know, always, every show has to have a mascot.
Yeah.
Which, you know, if anyone can think of a mascot for the Creative Process, let me know. And
that's you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Ta-da.
Be your own mascot.
Ta-da. So for everyone watching at home, tell us, what do you do with yourself when it comes to the creative arts?
So I guess you're here for the Vampi Show. I have a lot of different hats, but I've been doing the vampire thing for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Burlesque, dancing, hosting, and I've always loved horror, creative things. So Vampi, this persona I've created, is kind of the next step.
Yeah.
It just sort of happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it just something that came naturally to you, or was it something that you've been thinking about for a while?
Well, like I said, I've been in like the horror kind of community for quite a few years now, and like every time I would host something, this sort of character was my go-to thing. So it was always, vampire. This is how I feel most comfortable, I guess. So, and a lot of photo shoots and alternative modelling and things like that I used to do. I guess filming was kind of like the next step.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's
Amazing.
sort of, it just happened organically.
So in a way, it like started, as you were saying, as a hosting character, and you felt like this was you felt more comfortable to be hosting as this persona that you created and all
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Vampi is, I guess, everything that I want to be. Not who I am in regular everyday life. She, I guess, would be kind of like a drag persona for me.
Oh,
yeah. She's strong, she's powerful, she's sexy. Complete opposite of what I am in everyday life. So yeah,
I definitely think in like a lot of and talking to a lot of burlesque performers, it's about creating a persona. Sometimes like a part of you either that, you know, that is connected to you in a way, but then also is something that you wouldn't see yourself as every day. So it's like where you can be creative, you can create this completely different character where you become someone completely different. It's kind of like a bit of a kind of live action role play, cosplaying and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's kind of like a running joke with my friends in real life. 99% of the time, I don't wear makeup. I don't do my hair. I'm in tracksuit pants or leggings and like a band t-shirt, an oversized hoodie, and that's who I am. So I have homeless or full glam, and there's nothing in between.
Sounds like me as well. It's like, that sounds exactly like me as well. Yeah. We all have our different personas on camera and off camera, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, don't trust everything you see on camera.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
It's all a lie.
Oh, no. And so I guess with the YouTube channel, The Vampi Show, so how long ago did you begin this channel, and what was, I guess, the inspiration behind creating this incredible show?
Yeah, definitely. So, it all started from, like I said, I used to do a lot of alternative modelling and things like that, and me and a friend were shooting a gothic bathing suit.
Okay. And
always in every photo shoot, not that I'm a control freak, but I love the whole creative process. So I love to build the set, I love to the makeup, the costume, the lighting, like I love being a part of that. For me, I think I actually enjoy that better than the final product.
Okay.
So I was like, well, what if we do like a poolside moonbathing, blood cocktail, like obviously a vampire wouldn't model swimwear during the day. So this little concept came up and it got more and more elaborate, and then we were like, we should film this. And then that just snowballed into the pool party episode.
Of course. Okay.
And then my whole brain was like, well, this can be so much more than, I have all these really cool, creative friends in the horror industry and the burlesque scene. Like, why not? Let's get together. Let's do something fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, so originally the Vampi Show was going to be like a comedy horror mini-series for YouTube. And then as we had sort of just started building momentum, we were like, fuck it, let's do a feature film.
Yeah.
And then COVID struck. So it kind of, it messed up a lot of our plans and things like that. And we've sort of been trying to keep the channel going with like film reviews and craft tutorials and things like that. But we definitely will get back to
absolutely
the Vampi Show. Yeah.
And it seems like, as well as that, you like to be not just involved with, obviously, you know, you on camera and all that sort of thing. You like to be in with like the crafting and the creating the sets and all that sort of thing. You want to make sure that you have, I guess, a say and create everything as well, and be, you know, get your hands dirty and all that sort of thing to create the set that you're after and all that. So you like to have a bit of a say in that.
Yeah, definitely. I think at the end of the day, that's my passion in life. I love creating things, whether it's artwork, whether it's photography, whether it's whatever. I guess I would say, I don't know what that saying is, where I'm not good at any one thing, but I know how to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So, and good enough that I'm like, cool, that works.
Oh, absolutely. And some of your crafts are absolutely amazing.
Oh,
like
thank
you
you.
just released one about the Ouija board table. And that was like, I was just watching that, I was just like, wow, that, I mean, I couldn't do any of that like myself. I'm like, I'll be like with the power tool going, what do I do with this? And then I'd probably just break it. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I just would not be able to use it.
I think for every craft that I do successfully, there's probably 3 or 4 lying around that are half finished or that I've lost interest in. So don't let that get you down. But yeah, I've never done a furniture flip or like wood burned or anything like that before. But I was like, hey, why not do a tutorial on it? I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, they don't know that.
Yeah.
They do now. But you know, we'll just fake it till we make it, kind of thing.
But I think you're right with what you're saying. Sometimes like we have those failed times where we kind of like we create something and we're like, I'm not sure about that, and then it's like the one out of like maybe 4 where we're like, okay, no, this is it and all that. And I think it's about the trial and error about creating. You know, we just keep trying, just keep creating and seeing, all right, this might work. But then sometimes if it doesn't work, okay, that's all right, we move on to something else, and it's like, all right, this is what it is. You know, this is what I'm going to do for this next product, next video and all that. And it seems like that you're not afraid to go, all right, this didn't work that time, let me try something else. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah,
definitely. I think that's part of being an artist in... Oh, sorry, that was one of my familiars barking. Yeah, I think all artists are like that. You create...
It's all good. Just chilling.
Anyway, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, I think all artists are like that. You create something and you're like, that is rad, I'm really proud of it. And then after a week or so, you're like, ugh. You know, I could have done better.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Like, that's how artists and personas and things like that evolve.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
You gotta sort of try things out, see what fits, see what you like doing. And the craft videos, I mean, I would have made that table whether we had released that as a tutorial or not, because I just love to. That's what I do. That's my hobby. So yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? At the end of the day, it's like, you know, you're crafting it at the start, so it's like you may as well put the camera on and say, this is how I did it at the end.
I think it's good too, because the Vampi Show as well is sort of, like I said, I've been a horror fan my whole life, and like I grew up watching like the Addams Family and Elvira and, you know, all these sorts of campy horror inspired characters. And then as I become an adult, I'm like, there's nothing like that now. So it was like, let's create what we would want to watch. So it's definitely more adult, and in the early phases of the show, the concept was sort of Elvira, but not PG. Definitely a more adult vibe, which obviously we've had a little bit of trouble then trying to put things like that on YouTube and getting banned off TikTok and and other
Same
places.
old stuff,
which I'm sure, you know, a lot of the burlesque performers and, you know...
Photographers, I got my stuff deleted so many times
all the
as well.
time. They can't keep us down, though.
No.
You know, so the film, we were like, okay, let's put this dirty joke in here. Let's put this nudity in here, because we're kind of trying to navigate that.
Yeah.
There's like a very fine line of, getting deleted and, so we've learned a lot along the way of what we can sort of get away with and what we can't get away with. But that was, I guess, the concept, like a more adult version of these sort of spooky, campy characters that we all love.
Absolutely, and I definitely agree with you that, like, some of these characters, you don't see them as, like, much these days. Like, you know, you don't see things like, you know, you've got the Addams Family where, like, I don't think anything comes close to it, or,
Definitely
you know,
not.
all these other characters where you just, I don't think that you're going to ever see these ones ever recreated or something comes close to that again.
Yeah.
And it's cool that how you took inspiration from these classical characters and said, you know what, I want to create stuff that I would actually like to see as a viewer.
Yes.
And just go, you know what, this is what I want to see, and I hope, you know, if people want to see it too, cool. If they don't, that's okay as well.
Yeah, definitely. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but like I said, it's just... My circle of people is always growing, but it's also, you know, friends that do practical effects, they work in film, they do makeup, they do costume design. My husband does horror props for a living, so, you know, it's sort of like, hey guys, let's get together, let's showcase all of our skills, let's make something rad, have fun doing it, and if people enjoy it, then
absolutely.
bonus.
That's a bonus.
That's awesome. Yeah.
If people enjoy the work, then, you know, that makes it a 2 thumbs up as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And so talking about, because you mentioned that you working on a bit of a, and you've said it through your YouTube videos, a feature film and all that, so tell us a little bit about that. Why?
Yeah, so it is a comedy horror love story with a twist.
Amazing. A whole mix.
It's very campy. It's a lot of practical effects, a lot of stunt work, a lot of elaborate costumes, beautiful set. I'm very excited. It has sort of been put on the back burner with, you know, the world doing what the world's been doing with the pandemic and everything like that, and just life. But it's definitely something.
Yeah. It
will happen. Maybe not as soon as we thought, but yeah.
Oh, of course, we've had to delay a lot of things these days. You know, it's a continuous thing, isn't it? But yeah,
it really is. Yeah.
I've been really enjoying, because like I know that a few of the videos, the crafting ones, you were talking about you did the stainless glass and all that sort of thing, and it was really interesting hearing about like these behind the scenes of how like you created some of the sets that we'll eventually see in the movie, and I think that's really cool. Are you gonna keep creating videos where you're showing like how you created some of the stuff on the set? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of artists will understand making do with what you have. And I am the queen of hot glue, so I
crown on the head.
Yeah. It unfortunately, I mean, a lot of things in the film world, you'll be surprised how many things are made of cardboard and foam and hot glue anyway. It's just trying to make it look better than it is, and you know, with small indie films and things like that, we don't have the luxury of, you know, are you going to catch on fire?
No,
you're good. Okay.
I'm good. Jane catches on fire. But you see it here first.
Yeah, so we sort of have to create things ourselves. And yeah, the stained glass video that I did was there's not a church, don't do churches, but there's sort of like a chapel scene, and it's got the big beautiful windows, and we wanted to have some back stained glass in there. And obviously the location's not going to be happy with us painting on their windows, so I was like, okay, how can we fake this? How can we make it look real? How can we make it look good? And hot glue is always the answer to every question.
Absolutely. And
hot glue fixes everything. So,
you heard it here first.
Yeah.
And because it looks so amazing. It was like, just for something that like anyone can put together, it's still as effective as if you were to go to like a chapel or church and see them on the windows themselves. And I think that's really cool how you were able to create these realistic things and just go, you know what, we are working on a bit of a budget, but I'm going to figure out how we can do this and make it as effective as if it was using the real thing.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
as you said, you'd be very surprised. Like I've heard of things that like where you look at it and you're like, oh, that looks so real, and they're like, oh yeah, no, that was made of polystyrene, or like,
Yes.
you know, it's like it would surprise a lot of people how much of this stuff is actually not what it is. The beauty of film.
You go to a film set and you're like, oh,
it's
what's
like,
this? Oh, this is cheap shit. Like, you know, but it looks so good, and that's the magic of movies and filmmaking is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the Vampi Show is definitely on the tacky crap side when it comes to, you know, things like that. But you know, it's again like trying to find that balance, and I think because we're not working with a huge budget here, we have amazing location, we have fantastic, you know, costume designers, makeup artists, special effects, and things like that. If everything else is beautiful and done really well, I think you can get away with the campiness and the silliness that sort of is the Vampi Show at the same time. So
I love it, and I'm honestly really excited to see this film. You'll definitely have to let me know if are you gonna do like a premiere somewhere or something like that? Do you think?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll do like a midnight screening or something, I'm sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, please let me know when that will be, because I will definitely be there, because I want to have support with.
Yeah.
I'll wear my Vampi shirt, Vampi merch. Amazing. And so, what I guess for other projects in the future, for a final question, what are some of the things that you are wanting to work towards when it comes to either your YouTube channel or anything else like that?
Yeah. So. Again, the Vampi Show, it's definitely still happening. It's still ticking away in the background. Things are coming. Don't worry. We've been quiet for a little while, but it's in the works. But in the immediate future, we're going to be doing some more craft videos.
Amazing.
So if you haven't seen our channel, think Martha Stewart if she were decorating a morgue. So
Very good description. I love that.
You know, it's good for people. I mean, Halloween's coming up. If you want to decorate your house and make something that looks a little bit more authentic than the $2 shop crap that Australia has for Halloween decor, or all the way up to people who live this lifestyle every day, and like me has 7 coffins in their lounge room.
As you do.
Yeah.
You know, as everyone does.
So, coming up, I'm going to teach you how to make a bone chandelier.
Oh,
For your home. I've made a coffin-shaped dog bed.
That's what it is. I was wondering about that. I was like, what is that?
Yeah. I think we'll be releasing that one soon.
I'm
Make a vampire hunting kit. All sorts of things that you can do cheaply and easily yourself at home.
Sounds amazing, and everyone please stay tuned. I'll be linking that to the channel down below, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more content as well. I'm really excited. And once again, Vampi, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule today to come onto the channel. I've, as I said, been looking forward to this interview. Thank you so much for putting up with my messaging as well.
That's fine.
And yeah,
it's hard to get the schedule right, especially like you're a day person, I'm a night person.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like mixing all over the place. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks for having me.
That's all good. For everyone watching at home, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of The Creative Process. As I said, if you want to check out Vampi's amazing work, I'll leave links to everything down below. Go subscribe to her channel. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, absolutely amazing person as well. So please go and support Vampi. Absolutely incredible. As I keep saying, let's keep supporting our amazing community. Subscribe to channels, support performers, support artists. We have the power to help each other, support each other's dreams, and yeah, let's keep our amazing community going, and yeah, keep the support going as well.
Take over the world.
Absolutely. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.
Bye.